you need to update your business card. Hello, it's John. It's Marketing for Owners. It's the podcast. For my lovely friends out there who don't even know this is available as a video, you should go to marketingforowners.com/podcast. Then you'll find all of the editions on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are recorded as a video on my simple little iPhone, wherever I am in the world. I'm in, where am I here? I'm in California today. And blue sky, bit of a cloud. Nice. But business cards, right, they are an essential part of business. In fact, I'm sure there are some who go all modern and trendy and say they only use social media, but I bet you they've still got business cards. So are you making the most of them? Are you maximizing the return, or are you just using it as an address and a phone number? Because it should be more than that. Much, much, much more. This is where you get somebody's attention. Doesn't matter where it is, whether it's at an exhibition, you talking to them on an aeroplane, on a train, you bump into them in the street, at an event, in your office, wherever. When you give someone your business card, for that brief second, you have their attention. They will look at it. So have something else other than just your address. Now, of course, you can have your address. Do you actually need it? There's a thought. So on the front, obviously you're going to have a logo. Now, we're all going to have a logo. So first of all, make sure you don't overcrowd your business card, and don't go all ego-y and stuff like that and have too big a logo. It doesn't matter. They're not really interested. As long as your logo's there, as long as it's on brand color, that's fine. It can be small. It does not need to be large. They are not going to go, wow, that's a nice logo. Okay. Have your name. Have your personal email address. Don't just have some generic company one. Don't go all, wow, I'm so important that if you email to the company, someone will forward it on to me if it's for me. No, that's rude. Have your personal email address. Now, generally, your email address is, so for instance, mine would be John, Jon, at marketingforowners.com. Therefore, beneath that, do I really need to say what the website address is? Do I need to put www.marketingforowners.com? Not necessarily. Most people will be able to figure out what the address is, your web address, so you can save a line there. And by the way, if you've got a name like marketingforowners.com, write it, capitalize it. So capital M, marketing, capital F for capital O, owners. And then it makes the long words easier to read. So fire protection online would be capital F, capital P, capital O, like that. It makes it much easier for people to read, and it will not make any difference if they enter it into an internet browser like that. It will still get to your website, don't you worry. The next one is, do you have social media? If you are on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, they are the general ones. Now, if you use LinkedIn all the time, of course, put that. You don't need to have every single social media address. They'll figure it out. Most generally, you will be the same name on most of your social media. Hopefully you are. So you only need to have a couple. So I would suggest Twitter, Facebook, or if you actively use LinkedIn, something like have LinkedIn instead of one of those others. But as for, I mean, if you're heavily into Snapchat and if you're heavily into Pinterest, Instagram, of course have those. But then drop the others. Don't have them all, okay? Because that just crowds it out. Now, as far as your address, your physical address, that's not always necessary, but it depends what your business is. So for example, if you are a consultant or if your business is online, do you really need to say your full address? They're going to find it on your website. Hopefully, don't hide it, by the way. I'm just trying to save you some space, stop overcrowding it. But if you're a business where you've got premises and you need deliveries from suppliers, things like that, then perhaps it's sensible to have it to save them the bother of looking it up. But now, the reverse. Do you know, when anyone, and I can't help it, when anyone gives me a business card, the first thing I do is turn it over to see what's on the back. The number of times it is blank, it's white, it's just plain white. It just kills me. Why on earth would you do that? That's like having your van or truck sign written on one side and blank on the other side. Really, think about it. And the card companies these days do not charge any extra for printing both sides. And if they do, you're using the wrong card company. You should use a specialist. We'll come to that in a sec. So on that back side is where you're going to make some form of offer or something special. So what I recommend is if you've got a lead magnet on your website, which is something you should have, which is one of those things that comes along when you go to a website, go to what we call a landing page, and it says something like, here, download a free copy of my Ultimate Tools Guide, or my free course, or my cheat sheet, or my top 5 resources. Just enter your email and I'll send it to you immediately. That kind of thing. That is what we call a lead magnet, and that is essential. So you should have one, and that is what should be on the back with pretty much the same wording. Get a free copy of something that is going to get them onto your email list. And again, we've discussed email lists before. If you haven't, just search it on the website on marketingforowners.com. Find the search box, which is on the right hand side in the sidebar, I think, somewhere down there, and just enter in email lists or list building, things like that, and you'll find plenty of reference to it of why this is important. Because that person you want to be marketing to. And don't forget that when you offer services, even your suppliers, even your friends may wish to purchase what you sell. So everybody should be on that list. Now, if they're not interested, they'll unsubscribe if you're doing it properly. And no big deal. That's nothing wrong with that. That's everyday life. But if they're interested, you wouldn't know it. So make sure that's on the back. If you don't have something to offer at the moment, talk to me about it. But how about offering some of your time? If you've got a calendar, remember, people need help. So for example, for me, I talk about marketing, I talk about the 5 questions and help people with growing their business or removing themselves from their business to buy back their time, have a much better business work-life balance and all that kind of thing. And you can talk to me for free at any time. You can go to marketingforowners.com/free time. In fact, you can do it now. Go look there and you'll find there is a calendar. Again, there's a link to it. I think it's in the sidebar. There's a calendar. You can book a 30-minute call with me wherever you are in the world. I will contact you. We generally do it by Skype, but if you don't have Skype, I'll actually phone you at my expense, even if you live in Timbuktu. So something like that is another way of doing it. Now, if you're a consultant, or no matter what it is, you can offer help. Everyone needs help. Everyone wants information. That's a fantastic way of establishing your expertise with a potential customer. And you're not trying to sell them anything. When you get on a call with me, I don't try and sell you anything. But in general, most people at the end will ask me, do you have anything else? Do you do this? Can I have more help? In which case I'll point them into a particular direction. But try it. I won't try and sell you anything. But by the end of that call, most people think, wow, John, you can help me. That's what I'm going to try and show. Anyway, so get something on your business card. Think about it. Places to get them printed. Personally, I recommend absolutely Moo cards. Just go to moo.com. Simple as that. They're all over the world. I think just do it. moo.com. You can go to Vistaprint, but Moo are cheap. Great prices, fantastic service. That's how a company should be. Simple. Funny enough, the book for the week, I'm going back re-recommending fantastic books, and today it is Purple Cow by Seth Godin. Seth Godin is Sethgodin, but if you Google Purple Cow, it's available from all top booksellers. It is fantastic. The premise is very simply, if you saw a field of cows, they're all black and white and one was purple, that would stand out. So how about making your business that purple cow? It's a quick read, fantastic book, well worth the money. I'll be back with you tomorrow.